Hello and welcome to the qualifying session for the highlight of the season, the 24 hours around Spa in the EERC Endurance Championship. Qualifying has already started 15 minutes ago, so we're a tiny bit late, but it was because of technical difficulties with R-Factor 2, as usual. The drivers have a 19-minute session to set the best lap they can with the top 5 of each class going through to a hyperpole session and fighting it out for the pole position. During the initial 90-minute session, you have all cars on track. Whereas in the hyperpole, you just have the top 5 of each class on track. So they should be able to do the best job they can out there on track. Currently not much happening, obviously. It's just currently hot lapping session. Everyone trying to find their speed, seeing what the track feels like, doing a few tweaks on the setup, and just trying to do a good job to start proper hot lapping. Currently we see Thijs van Leuven on stream. And they immediately switch to the full throttle racing team. Best team in existence, if you ask a few people. Me not included. Mark Varadi at the wheel of that Ferrari. The only Ferrari entered in this race in GT3 class. And towards the line out of the final chicane. See what he can do. Coming over the line. Bobby Callahan in the LMP2 entry. Over the line is at a 2:05, which is an improvement and puts him up to P7 in class. Remember, top 5. Get through to the hyperpole session. Incorporating the United Autosports entry. Just a default livery for their car. A very weird perspective. It's really weird. Hardy again, coming towards the final chicane. Braking hard. To the right, to the left. Sprint towards the line. Any improve? A 220.5, an improvement for him. P13. Really going on to another lap. An improvement in the first sector, 1.3 seconds down onto the quickest. Going down Brussels towards the quick left-hander. Down towards Pihon. Very quick double left-handed corner. A tiny bit of oversteer there in the middle of the corner. But nothing Mark Varadi can't do. Right, left, a little bit of wheel spin at the exit there. Right-hand corner. Very on edge, that car. No improvement in the second sector for him. And he pulls over the track and abandons his lap. Mark Varadi. Back to the pit lane for him. Dr. Baker in the Shine Automotive Ligier. Again with the very weird perspective. So we can see the rear view monitor quite well. But that's about it, I guess. Was Lauderpied in the JDC Miller skinned Porsche 963. Currently quickest in the first sector by 1300. Oh, very close with that BMW. That's just a risk he's willing to take. Right, left. Oh, looks very stable, that car. See Helen Boyce coming out of the pit, also with the grid perspective. Very weird stuff happening in R-Factor 2 at the moment. Now it looks normal. We see the here from the outside going through Eau Rouge. Now maybe even being able to get a bit of slipstream. And no improvement in the first sector for him. BMW making space for the Ligier. Very nice. Puha. Taking it to the right, to the left. See an improvement in the second sector for him. Oh, now getting a bit of a nudge from the Porsche. Oh, that was not nice from the Porsche there. Coming over the line, Jeffrey Baker. Will it be a 203.5? No improvement for him. Oh, his one car was spinning there in the first corner. Very interesting. No improvement in the first sector. This Hypercar doesn't want to be there. Now it's getting past. To one of the fastest sections on this track. With the gray in the other Ligier. Auto director really showing us the Ligiers today. Now that we have two of them. Immediately going into the pits, just as I mentioned them. Very fitting. Luca Gray, the Hunter Birch driver in the BTCC. Going out of the pits again. Daniel Scott flying towards the line. Inoki Monster 73, Oracle. And won't be an improvement for him. Staying in P12. Daniel Scott. See, coming towards the first sector line, getting a bit of draft from the Ligier. It doesn't show anything, probably a invalid lap already. Not ideal. He's stopping on track by Mr. Lap. Back to the pits for him. Our guest, quickest guy in LMP2 right now with an improvement in the first sector, up by 2/10. Still an hour to go in the session, so anything can still happen. Already meanwhile. Another improvement in the first sector. Getting left by one of the LMP2 cars. And let's see what the sum will be of the second sector, and it probably will be worse. It is no improvement for him. After a big moment there. Out of the pit lane for him again. Trying to do another run. Aaron, he won in the Hypercar class. That's August Billy Pacos. They won 50.2. Going over the line towards the first turn, starting another lap. The team Iris Hypercar. So now switch to Jeffrey Baker. No improvement in the first sector. Towards the line for the second sector. No improvement again. And towards the line. Will it be a 203.004 with an improvement in the last sector? Hasn't improved his times. By the looks of it, he'll go for another lap. We have another try in the median. Jeffrey Baker. One McLaren heading off into the gravel track there in the background. Very interesting. A little bit of a oversteer moment there for him. Bit of grass on the entry. Into Agrimont, the OSR BMW, one, number 20. Currently running in P9. Then his lap there. Going for another one. Maybe a few setup changes for him to make the car a bit more drivable. The breaker going through the longer pit lane there. Miss Ligier. Request to do another lap. Exiting the pit lane. Switching to Sultan Toff. And his Ferrari Hypercar. Standing there in pit lane. Well, Kimi was not best in the first sector. There's not a prize. With Buhor. Taking to the left. Gently steering the next corner. Braking a tiny bit, going to the right. Anticipating the car and going to the left. Braking hard for the next one. Seeing the other cars fly off. Just turn nearly flat in these cars. On his run towards Blochimont. Very close to the track limits there. Mikael Kimi puts it in P3 in the 53 class. Stunning effort by him. Tom Snodepipe not improving his lap. It's currently enough for Kimi to put him into the Super Pole session. Snodepipe in the pits. One people currently watching the stream. That's quite a lot for just a qualifying session. Halfway, the session has reached halfway, still 45 minutes to go. 3 minutes still to go. With how it looks currently, there seems to be quite a bit of parity, especially within the GT3 class. You have so many cars within a few tenths there, starting from the 3rd position. It's still everyone's game to get into the... That's not the strategy. Still everyone's plan to get into the top 5. They can all do it. Although I don't see Kolev and Fuzzy getting out of the top 5 with their times incredibly fast by then. We seem to have a guest with us now. Welcome, Mark Horvath, into the booth.
Welcome,
Full Throttle Racing driver, and now for the better Final One Motorsports team.
Yeah.
In the number 444.
Hello.
Not much going on. It's qualifying session as of now. Still have 40 minutes to go. A lot of parity in the GT3 times.
Yeah, it's more of a 215s rather than seeing much 240s
Still
in
have
those qualifying times.
Well, you have to remember they still have 40 minutes to go to trim out their cars.
Yeah, anything can happen. The grip mostly going to improve as well, so probably the times are going to be much more closer than right now. But you are guys, I see you are in 3rd place.
Yeah. That's 2 places lower than expected, but well, I think he's still fighting a bit with the car, with the setup, the track. So just getting through to Hyperpole at the moment would be a great achievement, especially with how the season has gone on for us in the 48.
Oh, what a spin.
Oh, Luca
There
Gray.
from Luca Gray.
Yeah, Luca Gray.
Yeah, but it's a big fight for the drivers as well to have the much more cleanest laps and not have anyone holding them up.
Oh. As we can now see Luca Gray standing in pit lane there, which is very interesting for the viewing experience. See quite a few cars coming down pit lane, going on their
One of
outlet.
the HHR Racing, the Hungarian hobby sim races, I think their name is.
The Hungarian hobby racers. Joseph Toff at the wheel of that car.
Now we are watching Lazarus on his outlet.
It's currently P1 in the Hypercar class, 7 attempts in front of the Second place guy, Norbert Brecker. In the full throttle racing Porsche Hypercar. That Hypercar seems to run quite good in this league compared to the GT3 car at least.
Yeah. I mean, the GT3 cars' first attendance this season is this weekend, so this race weekend in Spa. So, yeah, if you are calculating that the LMH car is better. But yeah, but I think they finished second place in Kota, if I remember right.
Yeah, something like that.
And they had a great fight there with Snowden. I remember that one. But yeah, that 7/10 is a bit of a wide gap.
A little bit of a lag as Benjamin Reinhardt joins back to the session into P7.
Oh, did he have had any problems, maybe?
In your car, the 444,
Yeah.
the objectively better one.
I'm curious that if Benjamin has the pace to be in top 5 for Hyperpole. But it's still 36 minutes left until the end of the qualifying, so...
Oh my god. He's onto something. Improving his time a tiny bit, Mikael Kimi.
Yeah, with a 2:15.2.
It's just a tiny improvement, but it is a improvement.
And the Team Rookie Monsters 37 Porsche just did a better lap time with a 2:14.966.
Times are dropping.
Times are dropping.
As long as we get into the top 5, I'm alright with it.
That's for sure.
Still 35 minutes to go.
We are sitting with Norbert Brecker, but it's... yeah, it's not a hot lap time.
Moxie coming out of the chicane, a bit of oversteer for him. Running towards the line. And we switch away. Auto Director really wants to do this today. Olev in the 84 Porsche.
That's a pretty close. .500s behind the fastest GT3.
Now towards the quick left hander. Flip the car in.
That was on the edge of the track limit there. And we are watching Enzo.
Standing there menacingly. Alan Boyce
just finished his lap.
Going back to the pits. Bruno Kolev again. And so again. Very interesting. Bruno Kolev again.
Kolev.
Maybe we can finally watch his lap. Coming towards the second
Yeah.
sector line there.
That's a
2 times
fast.
quicker than the fastest time. He's really pushing that car to the edge.
Yeah. With a great first sector, he should be a really great lap time.
Romix Slam GT3 team. And what's the last chicane? Taking quite a lot of curb with him. Coming out of the chicane, very clean. Going towards the line. What will it be? A 214.5 with a quickest last sector as well.
That was a great lap time for him. But I think he had a bit of slide at the last corner. He might have lost a bit of time there.
Was Hughes, meanwhile, making himself a bacon sandwich. So I think he's content with his lap time. If you can hear this, Josh, please bring us 2-1. You know, we'd like that.
Yeah, we would like to eat one as well.
And so Locatelli and the OSR car going through Eau Rouge and Radion.
Oh, someone went into the wall?
I think it was
1 GT3.
I think it just came out of the pits. That's why it looked so weird.
Maybe,
no improvement for him in the first sector.
Mas is a bit, I think, fighting with the car, or just it looks like this.
Yes, I'd say it does look like this.
Yeah,
this on his
probably.
car for the whole session. So we're currently in P6, the ungrateful position in this one. At least means he can get about to stay a bit earlier. Not having to wait for all the hyperpole sessions before his to go through.
And we are switching for Alco. And there is the 444 in the background.
Triple 4.
Triple 4. That's a personal best in this first sector for Alco. But he's 3 tenths behind, so it probably won't be a pole lap time.
And Haskell, Sierra's X-Card esports driver.
And,
going a bit wide, doing a bit of rally cross.
I wanted to say that he went wide just before that right hand blow. Yeah, he probably got, I think, a track limit for that one.
Chris Tompkins, meanwhile, watching Formula 1 qualifying.
Tom Hackett, fastest second sector with 3 tenths. That looked good last 2 corners there. And 4th place. Yeah, this is not going to be an improvement for Matt V. I hope I said his name right.
Moderate to Bereshev. The 241 Cyberlinks racing already. I think we can say that right.
Yes.
You can also say Jeffrey Baker right in the Shine Automotive Ligier. P14 currently.
One of the Ligier drivers. I think we have 2 Ligier.
We have 2 Ligier, and they are both royally effed in this round. Improvement in the last sector, but no improvement over the whole lap for him. Bit of a drift out of the last corner.
That was, I think, over the track limit, or it was just fine. It's really tricky in the Rouge. But it gives track limit or not. Yeah. That's surely not going to be an improvement for them.
Well, 26 minutes to go. Still room for like 7 or 8 more flying laps if they want to. Anything is still possible. That was certainly an interesting line he took there.
Oh, but in the LMP2s, I think the top 3s, or at least the top 2s, lap time gap narrowed a little bit. With 3 tenths, I think. It was 6 tenths before, maybe?
Jake Hughes probably not improving at the moment because he's, well,
He's in the pits, yeah.
he's doing bacon sandwiches, so I think he has a better life than us two currently. As you now just saw quickly on the bottom of the screen, the number 48 Fortune 911 GT3R. Most important car ever. Yeah, I'm trying hard to not laugh myself currently. So.
Will you have a massive party if you guys will win the top 5?
Probably.
Probably. I thought so.
I think you will know when we will do a big party.
We are probably going to send a picture of it.
Probably.
Probably.
Interesting line.
Probably the guy behind, he was on a fast lap. So he didn't want to hold him up.
And I think the optimal car through as well. Jeffrey Baker. Well, Auto Director really likes Jeffrey Baker for some reason. Like, it's understandable, but
This more looks like a race simulation to me, to be honest.
ooh,
Oh, that was a hit. There.
well, they are on soft tires at the moment, and the two Ligiers aren't divided by much. So I think it's actually a car problem.
Then yeah, probably it's a car.
Well, it certainly is a car. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a car.
From all cars in the world, that's certainly one of them. Another Pied again
Oh,
on screen.
37th went wide there. Yeah, cool.
Mika
Is something happened?
standing there. No, he's just standing at the exit of pit lane. Ah, I think he had a bit of an accident.
Yeah, that was my feeling as well. It was quite strange that he was standing there.
He wrote in the chat, was that necessary? And Scarpelli apologizing to him, so I think it was a bit of an accident between Scarpelli and okay. Now the Pied stand there. Yeah.
Only improvement I saw was from Matvey Treshchev in the first sector, and it's a new best time for him. 2 minutes 61 thousand of a second. But I don't really see any improvement from anyone right now. Norbert Frecker, fastest first sector, with a bit of last slide.
Oh,
That was a mistake in the no-name corner. But he started his lap really great.
Norbert Brecker for pole position confirmed. The script has been leaked. It's followed by Luca Gray and the Ligier. Niklas Weiter in one of the McLarens, the Bros Racing McLaren, the 87. An improvement in the first sector.
The nice corner ring there. And we are with Jeffrey Becker once again.
Jeffrey Baker, if you see the stream or something, you're a star.
Ligier is the best car. in
Yeah.
the LMP2 category.
The Shine Automotive number 13 Ligier, driven by Jeffrey Baker, is the best thing that has happened to this world.
Yeah, I remember at the BOP test session, at the beginning of the session, my teammate had a bit of a skill issue moment, and we hit Jeffrey Becker there. It was quite an unfortunate, but I think we talked about it after in the chat room, and I think we were cool about this. So
Yeah, Jeffrey Baker generally strikes me as a rather nice guy. He's a good driver. He knows how to wheel a car.
and he did the personal best first sector as well.
Yeah.
Just looked at it. And we are checking Mika Hakimi from Final One Motorsport 48.
We're currently in P6, now going out on track. The pink Porsche. Alan Voice.
And Helen Voice.
That was the first time the camera was on my car, by the way. Just so you know. I've been sitting here for an hour not even seeing my car. Only seeing it in the game itself. Which has crashed, so R-Factor 2 moment, I guess.
Yeah. Tom Hackett, fastest second sector, and
To the bits.
yeah.
Wow.
There was a bit of an improvement for Jeffrey Becker, by the way. 2 minutes 2 seconds.
Let's see, Erko Busink.
7/10.
The 37. No improvement for him. A 2:15.122. Robert Becker fastest again in the first sector by 2/10.
Let's see.
The full throttle
If we
racing
can.
Porsche. Coming towards the sector line of the second sector. And it doesn't show anything. I think he's invalidated his lap.
Yeah, he ran by there in the Blanquimont not Blanquimont, sorry, Las Fagnes and exit in turn 13. Yeah, I think he's trying to push that car really hard to be able to run that pole position lap time.
Going hard into turn 1. Quickly back onto the throttle. Going down towards Eau Rouge. Let's see if they can do it flat with these cars in qualifying trim. As you now see his inputs. Not a single lift. Flat through there.
That's
And then
why
we come
they are
straight.
named as Full Throttle Racing.
Look at this Porsche.
Oh, what a Porsche there.
It's certainly one of the Porsches of all of them. Oh, and he's abandoned his lap.
I think he saw that Porsche and yeah, fuck it. Not going to do that.
Probably thought, no, I can't compete with that beauty.
Yeah, probably. And once again, Jeffrey Becker.
Who doesn't love himself a good Jeffrey Baker?
Mateusz Guzowski from Boyd Transport Racing, number 40. And behind him, is that the... Oh, and we have a your name as well in the LMH category.
And Jeffrey Baker. Can't mention it often enough.
Yeah, I think he invalidated his lap.
Daniel Scott, number 73 Team Rookie Monsters. Going down turn one.
It was
Yellow
not an
flag.
improvement for him.
Well, another lap to go for him. He seems to be pushing.
Yeah. And there is the 444. Fina One Motorsport, McLaren 720S.
Getting overtaken. Very close between Reinhardt and Scott. But nothing these two couldn't work out there. See, 12 minutes remaining in the session. It's getting interesting.
It's surely getting interesting. That's a track limit there. Yes. But I'm curious. We can see that Brecker has his pace, at least in the first sector, but will he be able to beat Philippe Pacas? Lazaros?
Well, will Jeffrey Baker be able to not get sick? What will Autodirector do when we have the Hyperpole and Baker isn't driving? Will we just see Baker in the pits all the time?
Then I think we will use the live timing as a source of informations.
So you know the Brecker on his outlap. A little bit of a lag in the stream.
We have the Fina One Motorsport number 137 on the track as well. That was a bit of understeer from Mateusz Kozowski there. And he ended in the wall. Yeah, it happens, especially in turn 5 and 6. It's hard to make a mistake there and have understeer or even oversteer as well. And Lazaros Philippakos started his lap. in the number 77 Porsche LMDH.
Down towards the chicane. Would you prefer pulling away, letting the hypercar through?
And he's 600ths of the second faster. Yeah, but he's going to have a bit of a traffic there. It surely costs him time.
A bit of locked up wheel there going into the corner. He's on the limit of that car currently. He's trying to push everything out of the car that he can. Now running up towards a certain
Mika Hakimi.
Porsche.
Oh. Yeah. He lost quite a time in the second sector. He had to go through a massive amount of traffic there.
But it will still be enough for him to go into the Hyper Pro. That's when he will have no traffic.
And a mistake for Thomas as well there.
But with a fastest first sector, he seems to have found a bit of
Indeed.
pace there. Just needs to find 1/10 of a second and he'll be through.
Yeah, but he was slower by 2 seconds in the second sector though. Norbert Trekker, fastest first sector. That's the first time we are seeing this, I think, so far.
Maybe you could show it to us on stream, auto director.
While Tom Hackett going out of the pits. And as well in the GT3 are an improvement for Benjamin Reinhardt and Mark Varady as well in the first sector. Although it's only their personal best.
Hakimi out on track again. Currently in P6. Just needs to find a few temps.
Just a few hundreds, tenths. By the way, Trekker Norbert improved the 10th of his personal best time. Personal best for Francesco Bonardi. And we are switching to Josef Todt. Who haven't improved his personal best time, but he was close to it. Joaquin Gutierrez, 15 tenths. The tenths, okay, 1,000 behind of Lazarus Filipakos in the first sector, and it's a personal best for him.
Come on, Mika.
And he's going into the Pujon with Thomas in front of him, but he let him go. The rear end just slide a bit, and
It's 36.9 in the first sector. That's quite quick by him.
Francesco Bonardi, I think, starts his through hot lap right there. Green first sector for Luca Gray, and the yellow one in the second sector. Oh yeah, they are the second team with the EGR.
Mika wants to have one more lap after that one.
And it's only 1 minute and 10 seconds left from the clock before the hyperpole.
He improves to a 215.1. And it's not enough right now. It's not enough right now. And he won't improve his lap. That's P6 for my car. That's no hyperpole.
Almost. Norbert Cracker. He did his last lap was his personal with 49.9. You have to find that 2/10 of a second for the pole position for the hyperpole. But yeah, anything can happen in the hyperpole as well, so it's not. Oh, there was a mistake there. Our Magnus can improve and be on P1. he had a bit of slide in the last corner. And he improves to P3 with the 14.9.
That should be it up for the session. Top 5 going through. That's then only Thomas Lauterpipe being out of this session, and Thijs van Leuven, after having a bit of technical difficulties throughout the session in the Hypercar class. Those two out of the qualifying with the rest in. In LMP2, it's a bit of a different story because you have quite a lot more cars. You have Jabakis, Josh Hughes, Enzo Locatelli, Mateusz Kosowski, and Victor Breslet fighting it out for pole in their hyperpole session. Will be very interesting. Gaps have closed down towards the end, so maybe we can have a bit of a fight there. Leaves the rest of the field out for the next session, being able to resume their day and do something different after this session.
Watch the hyperpole, for example.
They'll all watch the stream. You can be sure of that. For the GT3s, Bruno Kolev, Marcel Fusi, Carl Magnus Borre, Elko Basink, and Bradley Sellers will fight it out for the pole position for the big event. 1/10 behind P6. Very annoying. But it is what it is.
Yeah, it's annoying, at least for you. Then who we won't see in the hyperpole is Mika Hakimi, Jan-Niklas Veiter, Tom Hackett, Alan Boyce, Benjamin Reinhardt, and Mark Varady, and Josef Todt. And I don't remember the names after that. Enzo Eglemont and David Miel Pastor. And I think we will have the GT3 Hyperpole, right?
It will start with the GT3 Hyperpole, that's true.
Then the LMP2 and the LMH Hyperpole.
Exactly.
And all of them is 10 minutes long.
Now we have the confirmation from the race director itself. We will start with the GT3 quali. Will be Bruno Kolev, Selfusi, Magnus Borre, Elko Busing, and Bradley Sellers in their respective cars during the qualifying session for them.
And now we are waiting for the session to refresh.
Attention grid, will all non-essential personnel leave the grid now?
So let's see. So the format will be as follows. They will restart the session. And the GT3 field has until 1 hours and 20 minutes left on the clock to start their lap and do their lap. Anyone who does a lap after that time will get disqualified.
Do you have any prediction who is going to take that pole position?
It's difficult to say. Bruno Kolev looked very solid out there in his Mercedes. The rest
Yeah,
was able to catch up quite a bit, so I think it's any one session. Now, especially with no traffic, you can do a proper hot lap session now. I think it will get quite interesting.
yeah, it will be pretty much interesting qualifying session. I think so as well. I think the Simco guys, Marcel Fizzi and Bruno Kolev, for me, the much more, I would say the from the two of them will be one from one of them in the pole position. But we will see. We have 1 minute until the qualifying session for GT3 Hyperpole starts.
Cars are leaving the garage. The 84 Porsche currently going down pit lane.
Yeah, every second counts here. Especially it is only a 10-minute long qualifying session, and the lap is 2 minutes long, 2:20.
Turn out all loose now. And onto the track. Currently have Sellers, Busink, Pussy, and Kolev out on track with Karl Magnus still in pit lane. Now we can watch Kolev in the 84 Porsche.
And now Bore is on his outlap as well. Marcel Fizzy started his first sector with a 36.9.
That's a good time, especially for the start of the session. A
Oh,
little bit of a
and
drift where, ooh,
oh,
and he saved it.
Yeah, that might be a track limit there, maybe. I don't think so. It looks like he's pushing it.
I think after that save, he will push it as much as he can to get a feel for the car, for the track. But nothing to lose right now. The worst he can do is a P5 starting position.
Yeah, exactly. But at least this lap is good for a banking lap. Yeah, it was a track limit for sure.
I think. Currently with the fastest sectors. Coming towards the last chicane. Braking hard. Flicking the car to the inside there. Hard to the right. Oh, very wide there. Let's see, coming towards the line, what can he do? A 2:15.2. The only one with a lap right now. Team Rookie Monsters BMW. Bradley Saras on his way towards the last chicane. But I don't think he can do anything about that time. Let's see. Chicane. Out of the chicane. Very clean. Around towards the line, staying to the right, minimizing the way he needs to go. Doing a 2:15.594. That's 3.5 times away from the original pole sitter. With half the session won already.
Fastest first sector, he is going into turn 14, the campus. It looks clean line there, and we are switching to Bruno Kolev, who does the fastest lap time with the 2:15.1.
Well, Kapman is Borre. Let's see what he can do. Obviously, it says personal best. Coming out of Blochimont towards the chicane. Hard braking the big deep BMW, flicking it to the right and to the left. On his run towards the start-finish straight. Very wide for him as well. A 2:14.670.
What
Wow.
a lap time from Boré. And Marsefus is starting his lap right now. Oh, but we could say that was an amazing lap from Karl Magnus Boré.
That was a great lap.
But let's see if Marsefus is able to beat that lap time.
Oh!
Oh, what a mistake!
Oh,
Into the
it
rouge.
hurt.
He tried to use too much right side curb there.
Immediately back out on track. Bruno Kolev. Marco Bozing currently on a lap, from what it looks like. Currently in P3. Starting his lap now. Just a bit of a bug. Auto director not being able to decide which car he wants to see. Elko Bozink. Going through Eau Rouge. Up the hill. A little bit of curb.
That was a nice line from him.
Oh, that is a very nice line. Let's see if he can... what he can do. Personal best, 1/10 down. And Karl Magnus Boré, so still everything for him in it. Oh, a little bit of grass on the exit there. Going down into Brussels. Very nice line, keeping it towards the inside, drifting a bit wide on the exit. But it's a very nice line by him. Really pushing the car to the limit.
Yeah, it's really hard to go over the limit in the no-name corner. But he managed to do it nicely.
Very nice line. Let's see. Coming over there. That's not a personal best. He lost a bit of time. He can still improve his time, but and beat Kolev. Wow. And down towards the chicane. Out braking. To the right. To the left. Clean exit out the chicane. Running wide there. Around towards the line. And he does a 2:15.150, besting Kolev there by the slimmest
200
amount.
of the second.
Kolev is still hot. Was he in the pits? He
No,
won't
it's Marsafuzi.
do anything about the pole position. Only Borre and Kolev can anything
Kolev
do stuff.
can. It's a strong first sector from him.
Look at that line. Oh, he's really pushing. It's either P3 or nothing. Pushing hard. Very wide there. That might be track limits. I hope not. Let's see what he can do. Fellow Porsche driver. Losing half a second there in the second sector. Still a personal best though. And for Blanchiment. Pushing hard for the chicane. Let's see. What did he gain? What can he do? Coming over the line. It will be P2 with a 2:14.9. P2 for him. Carl Spur is still out on track, being purple in 2 sectors. Coming towards the chicane. Hard braking. Clean exit a bit wide. See, straight run towards the line. And it's no improvement for him. Still a very quick lap. That leaves Carl Magnus-Borre in pole position in the BMW. Followed by Bruno Kolev. In P2 in the fellow Porsche.
Third place is Elko Bussing in the number 37 Team Rookie Monsters Porsche GT3R. Fourth place Bradley Sellers, Team Rookie Monsters number 93 BMW. And the fifth place is Marsafuzi from Simco Mercedes AMG GT3 number 43. I think Marsafuzi tried to push the car really hard in that Hyperpole qualification. But yeah, my prediction was bad. As we can see.
No, waiting for the LMP2s to join.
For the LMP2s, we will have Chabakish, Josh Hughes, Enzo Locatelli, Mateusz Guzowski, and Victor Brasselet.
Kiss, this is your reminder to join the server.
And as well, LMP2 qualifying starts in 1 minute.
How do you know that information? Let's wait and see when this qualifying session will start.
I think Jobo can't find this server. It's some RF2 magic that it won't show the server sometimes. But he's on the server right now. And the LMP2 qualifying starts in 3 minutes at 16:10 BST. Thomas, would you like to have another betting who is going to take that pole position or not?
Whoever was that fastest guy in
That's the political answer. There. That's the neutral answer. But it's nice. Yeah, but I agree with you. The fastest guy going to take that pole position there. And the LMP2, well, if Hyperpole is on its way. And
Now let's see the qualifying session for those guys. 5 Oricas. None of the Ligiers was able to get in, which is not a surprise, to be honest.
yeah, but yeah, it would be nice to see Jeffrey Becker here on Hyperpole, not gonna lie. I miss his car so much.
The auto director will find a way to show him. We need Jeffrey Baker content. If you hear this, Jeffrey Baker, we need content.
Let's Photoshop Jeffrey Baker's car on one of the Oracas,
Ooh.
or every Oracas the camera shows.
Every car should have Jeffrey Baker on his car.
Yes.
All of them. No matter which class. All of them. Jeffrey Baker needs to get seen.
Of 42.7 for Josh Hughes in the first sector.
Josh Hughes already showing what he's able to do.
That's the beacons energy.
And driving those LMP2 cars sure does look fun. Right now.
Yeah, I haven't really driven LMP2s yet. Especially in endurance racing. Only GT3s.
There is no sector time for him, so I think he's invalidated his lap. Yeah, he's pulling over.
Yeah.
That gives Maciej Gosowski the fastest sectors right now with 32.6. Coming towards the last chicane. Deploy Transport Racing. Orica. Coming towards the line, what will it be? A 158.6. Locatelli following with a 159.0. But a fastest second sector. Jabakis. 1/10 down in the first sector.
Pujon. And a bit wide on Las Fagnes sees exit.
Oh, that might have been a bit too wide for him. Well, he got the second sector time, so I think he's fine. Very close.
And he
Towards
was
the
only
fastest times.
300 of the second down. With a great first sector, it might be doable.
Well, let's see what he can do. Taking quite a lot of curb there. Staying to the right of the track, minimizing this time, and it's a 1:58.8, 2/10 down to pole currently. With a few minutes left in the session. Let's see what Victor Braslett in the OSR Orica can do. Number 22. Coming over the line to start his lap. Oh, very loose on the braking.
Yeah. He swung on the left for a bit.
Rouge.
Rouge
Up the hill.
Radillon.
One car
It
giving hits.
looked like a great line there.
Down towards Le Con. The right-left-right combination. Oh, very close towards track limits. 1/10 down on the fastest time in the first sector. Oh, a bit wide there. And a bit of curve on the exit. To the right. Very close to the track limits. Half a second down in the second sector.
Into the braking. He slid there for the right-hander of the chicane a bit.
Towards the line. It'll be a 1:59.6, putting him into P4. Josh Hughes, fastest first sector, 2/10 down in the second sector. Josh Hughes may be on the way towards a front row start.
Yeah, right now it looks like a third place for him.
Oh, very wide on the exit. Coming towards the line. And that's P3 for him. But very close.
Very
Between
close
him
to Csabakish.
and Locatelli. Personal best first sector. A bit down in the second sector. See what he can do in the chicane. Oh, and he's off. And he's off into the wall. That's it for him, I guess. And the OSR number 19. Chabakis on a lap. Very close in that first sector. Throwing it hard. Yeah. Fastest time in the second sector by 2.5 tenths.
This is a pole.
This might be the pole position, but you saw what Locatelli did in the chicane. Still needs to pull it through. Very good braking into the chicane. Coming out of the chicane. Oh, tiny bit loose. Going towards the line. It's a
And the first,
158.579, and it's pole by a little bit for him. He's the last car on track right now. I guess that's pole for him.
that was a nice lap from Csabakish, not gonna lie. Even though he was loose a bit on the chicane exit. And
That leaves us with Chavakis on pole, followed by Gosowski, Hughes in P3, with Enzo Locatelli in P4, and Brazilet rounding out the top 5 there. Now, all the cars leaving, waiting for the hypercars to come onto the server to decide who will be the overall pole sitter in this race. Robert Brecker, the first hypercar, having shown that he has the speed to go on pole. Maybe he can pull it through this time in the session where it's important.
yeah, but who knows? Maybe Lazarus had a bit of time in his sleeves, but he was not able to do it because of the traffic. Maybe.
All 5 cars on the server now. Qualifying
And
will start in 2 minutes. '77 already rolling towards the pit exit. Smart thing to do with how long the pit lane is.
yes, indeed, especially because every second counts.
10-minute session.
Yeah, 10 minute session and almost 2 minutes an outlap with the LMH. So probably they could do 3 fast laps. I think the LMPs do that much.
So opened off already the exit of pit lane. All the cars lining up behind him. I think we'll get the green flag with 55 minutes to go on the clock. We are green. We are green for the qualifying session. They have 10 minutes of time now for them to set the fastest laps they can. 4 Ferraris in the session, from what I can see.
Well, yes, for Ferraris and... No, 3 Ferraris and 2 Porsche.
Ah,
The number 77 and the number 50 goes with Porsche.
oh, yeah, right. I forgot. I did this forgetting. Already fighting for the track position there. All these cars very close together. All times off. In the last sector now. Let's see. We're taking a very wide line to maximize the speed on the start-finish straight. Got a big drift with it. The 3 Ferraris running very close towards each other. Maybe there's a bit of team game there. Trying to give each other the draft. So it's been tough.
Nice line there from Zoltán Tóth. The Radion, Rouge Radion.
A 30.4 in the first sector. Zoltán Tóth with the fastest sector out of all the cars.
Yeah, but it's easy to have a mistake in the second sector, to be honest. Just a little mistake loses sometimes 3 tenths, 4 tenths easily. 48.7 for Zoltán Tóth in the second sector.
It's currently the fastest sector. Razak was doing a 47.7 in the second sector. It's a second quicker than his.
It was a bit loose on the chicane exit.
It's a
And it's a
151.1 for him. Snowden with a 151.6. Now let's see. Filipakos coming over the line. What will it be? It will be a 150.6. 4 times quicker than Toth. With Norbert Brecker invalidating his lap somewhere.
I think somewhere through the second sector. I don't think I saw his second sector time. But now Jokin was the fastest in the first sector, and
Oh, that's Gutierrez around.
I think that's what we almost call the
Brecker
commentator's curse.
fastest. Brecker fastest in the first sector. And no spin for him at that corner. Coming down to bristles, throwing the car in, locking up. Really on edge. Oh, very wide. Oh, that might be too much. That might have been too much.
I think that was too wide.
Oh,
there.
but I think his lap is still valid. He's still going.
We'll see at the second sector. Time board.
Should come up anytime now. And
Yeah,
it's a
it's still
personal
valid.
best.
Yeah, but he lived in it. We can see that 1 second.
Coming over the line. What will it be for him? A 151.7 with a fastest last sector. Oh, yeah. Without his mistake in the second sector, he could have been extremely close there.
Yeah, he might be. He might have a chance for the pole position if he wouldn't have made a mistake there in the second sector, in the no-name corner, his exit. And Lazaros Philippakos starts his lap. And we have 3 minutes and 20 seconds left from this session. He was a bit loose at Lazar's exit.
Going through a rouge. Nice line for him. Coming on the middle. Camel straight.
That's the first sector there. He was a...
The 10th quicker.
Yeah, but he was loose in the last combes.
Is he driving with a controller?
Yeah, that was my first question as well.
Is he able
my
to
mind.
do that kind of stuff with a controller? Damn.
But sometimes it feels like he's driving on the keyboard. But yeah, that's a controller, I think.
Lost in second sector.
Can anyone beat him? At least he has to do a great first sector as well.
Oh, a bit wide there. Lost a bit of time there. Coming towards the line. A 150.6. Lost 2 times in the last sector there. We are King Gutierrez. We'll run towards the chicane. Will be 152.1, will be the fastest last sector. Sultan Toff, even quicker than
Lazarus.
the first sector. Let's see. Oh, losing a second in the second sector. That won't be enough. Let's see Sultan Toff running towards the line. It will be a 150.9. Putting him in second place, 3 times down. Norbert Brecker even faster in the first sector.
Let's see his second sector.
Pushing it hard.
And the session ended.
7 times down. Personal best, though. Let's see. Coming towards the chicane. That's where the 77 lost a ton of time. Coming towards the line. What will the timer stop at? It will be 150.5, and it will be pole position for Norbert Brecker at the last second. Norbert Brecker pulled it out to put it on pole there. What a great performance by him.
Yeah. That was a...
Man, Norbert Brecker in the full throttle racing Porsche 963. A Porsche front row even. Beating the 3 Ferraris in that session. I'm happy with that. Man,
I mean,
what a
what a-
performance.
Yeah. Although we saw he could be able to do that lap time, the first place in the normal qualifying as well, but he was not able to just put his mind into the right place, I guess.
And that's Norbert Brecker on pole for the 24-hour race on Spa. Well, that will be it for the qualifying session. All 3 cars have all 3 classes have qualified.